What's up, everybody? Welcome back to The Run with me, Manny Wilson. Thank you for tuning in. I got my special guest here, Justin Black, my boy JB, man. So it's the sports section now, bro. It's the sports section now.
Yep.
We gonna kick into the sports, and we was actually just talking about something. It was hypothetical, and it was all kind of all over the place. But we was just talking about you ain't think Brian was the best player, and I talked about that pretty. I think it was last week on the show.
Yep.
And I don't think Brian is the best player, but if you said Brian in his prime, you still would take Kawhi.
Listen to me very clear.
What you would still? People gonna hate you for this, bro.
First off, this is the reason why I'm saying this, right?
Why you saying?
Brian was in his prime with the Heat, right?
South Beach, sunny, nice South Beach. Boy was 260,
and
he was. I'm gonna let you finish.
South Beach, right?
Yep.
They played the Spurs. Kawhi had LeBron on L's.
He did.
Young Kawhi. Not even in his prime Kawhi.
He did.
So you talking about Kawhi that's not even in his prime versus LeBron that is in his prime and had him on L's. Won Finals MVP. That's supposed to be if you'd considered the greatest of all time, that's a matchup you're supposed to dominate, right? Now we got Kawhi in his prime. I'm not gonna lie, LeBron not in his prime, but Kawhi still got him on L's. First game of the year, Kawhi on L's, Kawhi showing out. Bro, I would take Kawhi in his prime over LeBron in his prime, based on the fact that when they went head to head, Kawhi had him on L's. I'm just saying.
Okay.
And the thing is, you watch Kawhi play. Kawhi defense go crazy. Now LeBron in his prime had good defense, but I'm saying like if you watch the game this year against the Spurs, Kawhi got a shot like. When you know you're a great player when you got that one shot that's like automatic all the time. That's what KD got. That mid range is unstoppable.
Hey, bro,
unstoppable.
I thought I'm gonna break it down. Look, I haven't decided on who I would choose if I had to choose between Kawhi in his prime, which is just about now, pretty much. Yeah. Kawhi in his prime and LeBron in his prime. My favorite Bron was South Beach. That was my favorite Bron. Other people's Bron may be his return to Cleveland. He was a monster for sure. Yeah. But my favorite Bron was South Beach because the brother was 260 pounds, bro. Yeah, he was 260 pounds, could move back and forth up and down the court. He was playing both ends of the ball. Yeah. Kawhi was still a better on-ball defender, but Bron was still playing both sides of the ball. He could distribute like hell. He could make jump shots. He was making threes. He get to the paint whenever the hell he wanted to, and he was playing bully ball, and he was, bro. That was my favorite, bro. So if I had to choose, damn, bro, this is a tough one. What was you gonna say?
He was able to do all of that until he met Kawhi in the finals.
But Kawhi got everybody card.
Exactly. Listen to me. Let's look at Jordan, right? Jordan,
the GOAT.
People say is the GOAT, right?
Yes.
If you the GOAT, shouldn't nobody be able to stop you? You shouldn't, especially no young player. How would Jordan look if some young player, some young player who played some good defense stopped you from winning the championship?
I got the counter argument.
Kawhi stopped LeBron in his prime as a young player that wasn't even in his prime.
I got the counter argument to that, bro. Look, here. This is exactly what it is. You said if you the GOAT, you shouldn't be stopped.
Yeah.
But if every player causes trouble for somebody else. For everybody who's considered a GOAT, they have that other player out there who gives them a tough time. Yeah. You can't stop a GOAT. You can't lock a GOAT up. That would not happen. Yeah. We've seen Kawhi contain LeBron, but he's never completely locked up LeBron.
He stopped him from getting championships.
That's
stopping you.
That's for sure a stop. But he's never just completely locked him up. No great player or no player that we argue is a GOAT can never be just completely locked up, like 12 points, not getting a bucket. He's struggling from the field all night. That can't happen all the time if you're considered a great player. Yeah. That doesn't happen to any of them. Mm-hmm. So for Mike, Gary Payton gave him problems. Joe Dumars made it tough. And I'm not saying they locked him up because that don't happen. That don't happen.
They stop him from getting a championship, though.
That's true.
Listen,
that's true. But
Kawhi stopped LeBron from getting the whole championship, and if it wasn't for that Ray Allen shot, it would have been 2 championships.
Hey, that is very true. But although Kawhi can contain him, I mean, you got to think though, when LeBron was actually playing defense when he was in South Beach, it would have been tough as hell to do. But he could also give Kawhi his problems too on the offensive end. They go hand to hand. And then we done forgot about somebody. I'm actually upset we done got this long into the video and ain't brought him up. But Kevin Durant better than both of them. So how about that? KD, I take KD over both of them. I'm taking KD over Prime, Bron, and I'm taking KD over Kawhi, right? Ooh, that's steep. I think I would take KD. I'm taking KD, bro.
No.
You're not stopping KD.
No, I don't. First off,
nobody's stopping.
It's hard to judge prime KD because first off, so when was KD in his prime? I think is he starting to go down now?
No,
he just got injured. He just got injured. So you got to.
He gonna come back and drop 30.
Okay, but what was prime KD with the Warriors?
I would say so. I mean, he's still in his prime. I would say.
Okay, so prime KD. It's hard to judge prime KD because KD was with the Warriors, and you are with a great team.
That's true.
And, like, how can you judge how great a player is when you playing with, like, a Hall of Famer and Steph Curry, another Hall of Famer and Klay Thompson, probably a Hall of Famer and Draymond Green. I would even say Andre Iguodala is a Hall of Famer. I would even say he's a Hall of Famer also.
I can consider that.
How would you even say how great he is when you have all these teammates? So if KD has an off game, you know, you got Klay to pick up the workload, Steph. You got other people to pick up the workload. So I don't even know what prime KD is. Now I seen Kawhi with the Raptors that couldn't get past LeBron, couldn't get past the second round of the playoffs. I seen him take that team and elevate them and help them win the championship.
See, but as my guy said last week, because we talked about Bron and Kawhi and all that, but as he said, you got to remember, Kawhi was not alone.
What you mean?
Kawhi was not alone in Toronto. He had Pascal Siakam, Marc Gasol, Kyle Lowry, Van Fleet, Danny Green, Ibaka. He had some help for sure versus LeBron.
He took them boys to the next level, though.
He did take them to the next level, but think about LeBron in Cleveland.
What about it?
In Cleveland, when they got swept against the Warriors, who did he have on that team, bro? Come on, let's be real. Who did he have? Bro, he had Kevin Love, J.R. Smith, Iman Shumpert, Tristan Thompson. Like, oh my gosh, bro, come on.
Wait. Mind you, he picked those people. I gotta say,
he ain't, bro.
LeBron did pick those people.
As much as we clown him about being a GM and the owner and all of that.
No. He fought for Tristan Thompson, who can't shoot a jumper or a 3-point.
Who else was he gonna get?
He fought for him to get a new contract. He fought for J.R. Smith off the Hennessy. He fought for him to get a new contract and stay with Cleveland, if I'm not mistaken. He did all that. So how we gonna get mad at LeBron teammates when he chose his teammates? LeBron is the GM of the team. He picked his teammates.
Who was he gonna? he was.
So how we gonna get mad?
Who was he gonna grab though? Who else was he gonna get?
Listen, he could force something, just like he forced Anthony Davis to come to the Lakers. He could have forced something.
That was temporary. But AD wanted to go to the Lakers.
Don't players want to play with LeBron? You can't tell me you can't get at least a Kemba Walker. You could have got a Kemba Walker or somebody, a B+ player on the Cavaliers. You can't tell me.
But look at all the were people still tied on contracts?
You could have forced something to happen.
Still tied on contracts.
You could have forced something to happen, bro.
They wasn't trying to go to the East. Ain't nobody want to move from a beautiful sunshine California team or a beautiful nice weather team in Houston or down in Texas.
Listen.
They ain't want to go from one of them teams to cold ass Cleveland.
Listen.
They ain't want to do that. That was not what they wanted to do. Therefore, they like, nah, I'm gonna stay on the west side of the country. I'm gonna go play for one of these sunny, bright places. And that's what happened.
You got so many players who like, I want to win a championship. I'm sure one of those players would have said, I want to play with LeBron, one of the greatest players of all time. I'm sure you would have one of those players that said that.
Yeah, but people was on contracts then, though. People was on contracts and people was on they were still on set teams. And therefore, they didn't even really have that much say, or I don't know. They wasn't free agents.
You could have forced your way into that, bro.
Yeah,
you really want to play? You see all the player empowerment in the NBA, bro. You can force something.
They do. They have a lot of leverage.
If you want to play for a team, or you want to get out of your contract, you see what Paul George did. You see what AD did, bro.
Russell Westbrook did all of them.
Yeah, you can. Listen,
that's true, but that was a few years back. The league is elevating every year. It's elevating every year, and people are realizing that they have their own freedom. They have their own. Yeah. They have more say than damn near than what the contract says. Well, if you sign the right contract, then you ain't even got to worry about that. If you got the right contract under your belt, then you like, I'm going whenever I want to leave.
Yeah, I feel you.
And I mean, hey, and then when you got it like that, if you a star, if you got the leverage, then you ain't got to worry about it. Yeah. But I mean, you threw me off. You threw me off because I was talking about the scrubs Bron had on his team, and you was talking about who he could have had. Nah, Bron had some scrubs on his team, and he still got him to the finals. I will say he got him to the finals. The road there wasn't that tough.
Exactly.
It was okay, but they wasn't as well as they were when Kawhi was going to the finals.
Yeah, listen, and that point too. Listen, you said Kawhi had help, but look at what Kawhi had to go through. He shut down league MVP and Giannis.
I ain't got nothing to say about that.
Philadelphia
with JoJo
and Embiid and Ben Simmons, he stopped them. I ain't gonna talk about first round with not New Orleans, but
Orlando.
But listen, he went through two juggernauts in the East. And they didn't play the Celtics. But two juggernauts in the East.
They were arguably the best teams in the East for sure.
LeBron, name other than the I believe Celtics, the big three Celtics. How many juggernauts have LeBron played in the East and actually beat them?
He's played good teams, but the main focus with LeBron and where people talk about how much he carried them is in the finals. They don't really bring up because I agree with you. Kawhi road was way tough. I agree 100%. I'm not even gonna argue with that because I'm gonna lose 10 times out of 10. So I 100% agree with that. But during the finals, that's when Bron had to play the best teams, the 72 and 73 and 9 Warriors in the finals.
What I look for my players is at least not only just competing, but at least to overcome those challenges. You feel me? Like LeBron played those great teams, but if it seemed like he's somewhat a fold under pressure. Like, I mean, that's obvious. Come on,
I ain't even no Bron fan, but I can't let you do that,
I'm a Bron fan, and you got to be real though. You got to be real.
I can't let you do that.
Listen, I don't care who you playing, bro. You arguably the greatest player of all time. You give me 2 games against a team, bro. You can't get swept in the finals.
Bro,
give me 2 games.
I agree. It is the finals. You got there. You supposed to win. You
the greatest of all time.
And they had it in the bag, but damn it, J.R. Smith was off the Hennessy, and he was on deck.
That's your man. That's your boy. You picked him.
Bro. As much as we clown Bron about being a GM and all of that, he did not have it like that, bro. I honestly think he has a lot of leverage, and he can choose.
You can't tell me that J.R. Smith would have been on the team if LeBron didn't want him on the team. Bro, he wanted Henny JR on the squad, bro. He chose that. You picked that. You can't get him in a relationship, and then you see the signs, and then you get mad. You get mad once you bro. You picked that. You chose that.
Man, all I know is you can't. I mean, no NBA star. I don't care who it is. No NBA great. No NBA star. No legend. Regardless of how good he was, nobody ever got it done by themselves. So therefore, we can't really be mad at Bron because when he got to the finals, he was by himself. He dragged that team. They wasn't supposed to get. Come on, bro. Let's be honest.
I feel you.
They wasn't supposed to get to the finals. The last 3 years he was getting to the finals, he wasn't supposed to be getting to the finals like that, bro. Because everybody, we was all hyping up all them other little trash Eastern Conference teams. But Bron, his team was not there. People was getting injured. Kyrie was getting hurt. K-Love was getting hurt. And he was still just dragging them to the finals.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, man, we can't even really be mad. And I'm contradicting myself a little bit because in the past, way in the past, I used to be like, look, I used to be on the same thing. He got there, but we can't really be mad at Bron, bro, because he dragged them to the finals. I mean, he ain't get it done in the finals, and that's where it's most important. And I'm talking about Cleveland days. I ain't really talking about South Beach because he had help. So, that South Beach is a different story. But the Cleveland days, after him dragging the team there, we can't really be mad at him for not getting it done. And don't forget, The Warriors blew a 3-1 lead. The Warriors blew a 3-1 lead, bro.
Why you still bringing it up, man?
Because, bro, he the first player to ever do it.
Yeah. I mean, listen, I get.
Oh my gosh, bro, it's crazy.
Hold on, I'm not a LeBron hater. I'm not a LeBron hater. I think people may be getting it mixed up. Thinking
they for sure got it mixed up. I can tell you that right now. I know they got it mixed up.
Listen, I like LeBron, bro. One of my favorite players. That's my guy. On the social justice tip. Great player. I just gotta keep it real. LeBron hasn't always been clutch in his career.
I can agree with that. I mean,
I can't even. He's been like kind of spotty, especially at the free throw line, and really, Kawhi is better than LeBron,
I'm not arguing that.
Right now, again, I will say it again, bro. In his prime, Kawhi in his prime is better than LeBron in his prime, take out no injuries or nothing, Kawhi will shut down LeBron.
Boy, South Beach Brown was, bro. I really think you forgot, bro. South Beach Brown was something serious.
And he shut him down.
And it's easy.
Kawhi
it's so easy to forget.
Finals MVP, shutting down LeBron.
It's true, but it's so easy to forget because we watch LeBron now. We watch the slower LeBron, and LeBron's still a great player. We watch this older version of LeBron, and it's so easy to forget how he was in South Beach, bro. We're gonna watch some highlights after the video. Listen, I'm pulling them up because
the highlights don't tell the story.
It don't tell the full story, but you gonna reminisce on how Bron was getting down in South Beach, bro. Because South Beach Bron was something serious.
I know
he was something serious, bro.
That's a period in my life I will always remember. South Beach Bron, that was like they put the sports world on notice, bro. I remember that. Yeah,
bro, I remember because I was coming to school mad as hell. Because Bron was winning so much, and at the time, I really did like LeBron. I really did, because Kobe was still in the league, so I really didn't like LeBron because that was at his peak. Oh, LeBron way better than Kobe, and Kobe was on the decline at that time. But I really hated hearing that at the time, so I was hating on it, and man. I just remember I was coming to school upset that people would be talking about it. Oh, Bron way better than Kobe. You see what he did? And I'm like, stop it. Yeah. Like, nah. But he was a bad boy. We about to watch some highlights once we wrap this up. Right?
I was a D Rose fan at that moment.
I enjoyed D Rose.
I was rocking with the
if it wasn't for the injuries.
I was rocking with the Bulls. Joakim Noah. What's the head coach name? I forget bro name.
Was it Billy Donovan or something?
No.
It wasn't Billy. Thibodeau or something.
Thibodeau, Tom Thibodeau.
Yeah.
I was rocking with Tom Thibodeau, Joakim Noah, Carlos Boozer. I was rocking with the whole squad, bro. D Rose. I was rocking with the Bulls, man. And they used to challenge. It was kind of challenging.
They did. They gave Bron a tough series. I remember that.
Like 5-6 games, and all that.
That was a tough trip too, though. That's a hard battle to win in a series. That was a good series.
D Rose went down. He got injured eventually, so it wasn't even like a long term.
When he was healthy though, they used to go at it for sure. Yeah.